Yo, what is going on, everybody, man? It's your boy David. Yo, what is going on, everybody, man? It's your boy David, and I'm back at again another reaction video. This one is titled Top 10 Pokemon You Can Find in Real Life. I can go outside right now and find a Pidgey. I can go up to New York and find a Rattata. Go outside and find a Diglett, because I ain't nothing but an earthworm. I go find a Pikachu along in New York. Go find a Zigzag Zoom at night. That ain't nothing but a possum. Charmander ain't nothing but a lizard. Blastoise ain't nothing but a turtle. But yeah, let's go on point of that, man. I'm gonna stop playing with y'all. Let's go and watch this video, man. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and leave a like, and let's go and go.
Welcome back, guys, to Most Amazing Top 10. My name is Danny Burke, and we have another video for you today, as usual. But before we get into that, I just want to let you guys know we have a brand new channel coming out. Yes, it's called Life's Biggest Questions, and you can go and subscribe and check it out now by clicking right here. There's nothing there yet, but there will be soon, and it's where we're going to try and tackle big questions that are just too big to cover on this channel. Is there life on other planets? I don't know. Is time travel possible? And what came first, the chicken or the egg? Huge questions. We're very excited. So
the chicken. How else the damn egg gonna take care of itself?
Talking about Pokemon. Now I know all Pokemon fans
first humans came out, they weren't no baby, was it? How they gonna take care of themselves?
When they've been playing Pokemon. How amazing would it be if all this was real? Well, in a strange way, it kind of is. A lot of Pokemon out there have been inspired by real animals. Some of them are pretty obvious, like this, but then there are ones that are hopefully not. Now let's see as we dive into our top 10 Pokemon you can find in real life. But please don't try and catch these ones, guys. You will probably
Let me see. I'll tell you which ones I go out there and mess with. Let's see.
Sandslash.
Yeah, I ain't mess with that.
Nope. I thought, oh, Sandslash lives in sand and slashes things. Let's just move on. But the real story behind it is pretty cool. They're actually based on the pangolin, an endangered animal found across Asia and Africa that is the only scaled mammal on the planet. Their scales protect them from predators, but are also the reason they've almost been hunted to extinction, as they're actually used in traditional Chinese medicine. Now the similarities are pretty obvious physically between these two, but if you're in any doubt of their link, then the Japanese name for Sandslash is Sandopan, which includes the pan of pangolin. See what I mean? Alright, moving on to number 9 now, we have got Mudkip.
Mudkip, hey! Turn into Swampert.
Totally thought up by the animator. There's no way this exists at all in real life. Well, how about this? The Axolotl. Except for the missing fin, obviously, there is a striking similarity between these two. The Axolotl is a type of salamander found naturally in just 2 lakes in Mexico. Unlike other salamander species, which start out as tadpoles before growing up and moving on to land, the axolotl stays as a larva and doesn't grow up. Basically, it never evolves. Perhaps the game crashed mid-evolution. They're also endangered, but scientists think they should be fine because they are newtenic, which means they can grow back their limbs. Yeah, you can literally chop off one of their arms or legs and they will grow back totally fine. Next, we will test that on Pikachu. Coming in at number 8, we have Vileplume. Now, it's obviously a plant. I'm afraid to say there isn't a plant that runs around on legs and smiles at you. But there is this, Rafflesia arnoldi, or the corpse flower. It's called that for one simple reason. It smells like rotten, decaying flesh. Now, why would anything want to smell like a rotting corpse, I hear you ask? Well, you would want to
That's the flower smell like?
Because that smell attracts insects that think they smell a tasty meal. Instead, they end up getting covered in the plant's pollen and spreading it for miles around to start the next generation. So, next time you're playing Pokemon and you catch a Vileplume, just remember that it smells like a rotten, dead body. Now, I wonder why it's smiling. Creepy. Alright, sitting at the number 7 spot now, we have Leavanny. This Pokemon was a bit
what generation is this?
It looks pretty cool, and it also looks like the phylloxera insect, which in turn looks exactly like a leaf. Insanely like a leaf, in fact. They can be found in wooded areas from South Asia to Australia and are nicknamed the walking leaves. Perhaps that's why this Pokemon is quite literally an upright walking leaf. Both of them also have bite marks on them to further confuse predators into thinking that they are in fact leaves, but that's pretty much where the similarities end.
So is
I
Magikarp
don't
on this
think
list or
each one
what?
day carries a
Why this thing
suitcase.
got a-
Alright, at number 6 now, we have Crocodile. Now I know what you're thinking.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
crocodile.
a regular crocodile, nothing to see here. Well, it's actually based on one type in particular, the gharial crocodile from India. Yes, you might have thought that crocodile's long snout was a cartoon exaggeration, but no, they really do exist. The gharial's pencil nose actually helps reduce water resistance when hunting for fish. So if any of you guys have pointy noses, you could try that with it. Or just don't. Okay, coming in at number 5 now, we have Magikarp. Now, to be honest, Magikarp isn't even a Pokemon you want to catch in the actual games, never mind in real life. But if you did want that, you pretty much can.
He evolved, though.
It's the yellow rockfish. At first, I actually thought this was photoshopped, but to my horror, yeah, they're legit. They're also known as the red snapper and can be found all the way down the North American west coast. The largest one ever caught came in at weighing 50 pounds. That's about the weight of an average 6-year-old human. Terrifying. They go from red when they're young to Magikarp orange in adulthood and then a pale yellow in old age, and boy do they get old. They are actually the longest lived fish on the planet and have been known to reach 120 years old. Personally, I'm not even sure if they die at that point. They might just evolve into Gyarados. At the number 4 spot now, we have Victory Bell. Now I still think this is one of the coolest looking Pokemon of all time, and I have nature to thank for that because it's based on the pitcher plant. They're found in the rainforest of Malaysia, and just like tigers and sharks and wolves, the pitcher plant is carnivorous. It eats meat. Their smell actually attracts insects, which then fall down wells of digestive liquid, where 2 liters of the stuff slowly turns them into a mush that the plant then absorbs. Sometimes though, it has been known to trap larger things and even eat lizards, frogs, and birds. Yes, so next time you leave your Pidgey with your Victory Bell, hurry back. Pidgey might be gone when you return. Moving on to number 3, we have Poliwag. Now I know this one is obviously some sort of tadpole. I wasn't born yesterday, but there are many types of tadpole out there, and I was surprised to find a striking resemblance to one in particular, the translucent tadpoles of the glass frogs. Notice the familiar swirl pattern on their belly? On the tadpoles, you're actually looking at their intestines through their see-through skin. Yeah, that neat coil you see is where they squeeze food through to digest it, and then you can, you guess what comes out the other end, you know what I mean? So just think next time you catch a Poliwag or a Poliwhirl, you might be able to tell when it next needs to go to the toilet. Lovely stuff. Coming in number 2 now, we have Drowsy. What even is a Drowsy? Look at it. It's weird. I don't know. But if you like weird, then the closest you can get to it in nature is the Malayan tapir. These creatures are native to the East Indies, and you can see where Drowsy got its nose from. Drowsy presumably uses its nose to eat the dreams of people as food, but the Malayan tapir sadly does not eat dreams. Or actually not sadly, because that concept is really creepy. The tapir's colouring obviously isn't the same as the brown and mustard colouring of Drowsy, but they both share the same markings, splitting their colours in half. I always thought that Drowsy was wearing like pants or trousers type thing, but this makes a lot more sense. And finally, at the number 1 spot, we have Caterpie. This one Caterpillar simply because it looks so much like this, the Eastern tiger swallowtail caterpillar. I mean, I don't even need to explain this one. I'm out of a job. They are identical. From the bright orange tentacles to the cartoon looking eyes, they're literally twins. I wouldn't be surprised if nature copied Pokemon on this one. This caterpillar can be found up and down the eastern United States, but if you want to catch one, you only have a limited amount of time before they turn brown and turn into a chrysalis. Or you could catch that and call it a Metapod if you like, and then eventually a Butterfree will come out. Wait a minute. Butterfrees look a lot like butterflies, don't you think? I never noticed that. Never noticed that at all. I'm kidding, guys, obviously. Or am I? Who knows? All I know is that we've reached the end of the video.
Yeah, we reached the end of our video too, and I thought they were going to put some more realistic, dangerous looking Pokemon on there, but if you like the video and you're intrigued about it and found any information that you didn't know about it or anything like that, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel for more videos, and that's it.